we're going to do a quick training video on how to change the money in our ATM, okay? So the first thing you want to do is, this used to have a lock on it, but the lock has been broken for some time, and I think it's actually easier not having the lock for the most part. So you take this and you lift it up, and then you open this door. The order on this is important. You open this thin sheet metal door all the way, and then you open this door, which is a safe door. It is very heavy, heavy, heavy. So if you open them together, this piece will get wedged in there and get bent, and it's happened many times, but it's much better if it does not happen. So you open one door all the way, then the other door all the way. This is the drawer where the money should be. This is where the drawer comes from. You lift up this little green lever, and you pull out the drawer. To open this, you see there's this little green tab here with a gray and a gray. You push, this is new actually, I'm not quite used to this yet, but you push the little bottom gray piece down. That allows you to undo. That's where you will find most of the money. I don't know what's going on here in that it's perfectly stacked. Some staff person must have been in here to prepare for this video without us even knowing we were doing it, but it's perfectly stacked. Usually it'd be a mess, and what I was going to tell you is you have to really nicely stack it for it to go back in and work. The other place to check for money is in this drawer here. This is the misfeed drawer. So if the ATM isn't sure that it's counted the money correctly, it will throw it into this drawer. Especially when the money is really new, a lot of it goes into there, because it has a hard time, just like brand new bills stick together, new fake bills stick together too. So you always want to check this. There's this little green lever right here, you lift up on it, and then this drawer will pull right out. And you can see, sure enough, there is miscounted bills in there. So you're going to pull these bills all out and put that drawer right back in. Okay? Push it in and it clicks itself into position. Just like I was saying before, you want to really nicely stack the bills. They need to be nicely edge to edge, or as nicely as you can reasonably get them. And you're going to put them all together in one big stack. And you can see, these are the bills that got distributed, and you see they're kind of wrinkly and dirty and used, and the ones that are in the miscount drawer, they're the nicest ones, the brand newest ones. Those are always the ones that have the biggest trouble counting. So you're going to take this drawer right here. It's best to tip it up like this. You lift up on this little green piece right here, and that will let you slide this back. You lay them in there carefully. There's a rail down here and a rail here. The bills need to lay right in between those rails. And then you just let that slide down. It's spring loaded, so it'll slide down by itself. Oops. Just let it spring itself to the right tension. This bill's a little out of stack, so I'm gonna get my stack a little better here. That's it. To put the lid back on, it's got these 4 little feet that go right in there. Clicks down. You put it up over that post and click. There we go, I didn't get it all the way seated on there. Put it up against that post. It'll make that very friendly little click when it goes in there. The drawer goes right in here, and it should make a similarly friendly click when it goes, this little thing notches back down over it. That's it. That's how you do it. Then you close this. And I always do a reset when I change the money. I must say I don't know if that's absolutely required, but I always do that. Then you shut this, and you shut this. It takes about 1.5 minutes for it to go through its whole reset procedure. And then when I do it, I use a card from my wallet to check it and make sure it works. When you check it, the first time you check it, it will always fail. The first transaction after changing the money always fails, but the second one should work. So test it twice after you put the money in it and make sure if it doesn't work. Make sure it does work. If it doesn't work, come talk to me, because that means there's probably a misfeed in there. That's what it is about 90% of the time. And that's it. That's how you do it.